Hey guys, come on in. I'm excited for our next Christmas in July craft. So come on in, say hi, let me know where you're watching from, and all the things. Let's see, getting it pulled up. Give me 1 second while you're saying hi. I'm just pulling this up on the iPad. Having issues, but we'll get it. There we go. Come on. There we are. Hi, Carol. Hi, Cynthia. Hey, Carrie. Glad y'all are here. So if you saw my photo, this is the one that I showed in the photo. But I thought today I would show you a more traditional colors Santa, because obviously most people aren't going to do pink. But I have a lot of pink in here. I don't even know if I'm going to do pink Christmas, but these are the kind of things that I've been working on lately. So it all kind of goes together for me, but I thought I would do a traditional one today. So here's our inspiration, but we're going to kind of do the same thing using a little bit different supplies and red and white. So we ready? Hey Debbie, hi Vicki, hi Patty Price, hey Marcia. Glad y'all are here. If you have groups that allow you to sprinkle, would you do that? I don't want anybody to get in trouble, and I forget where we can send them to. You know what I'm talking about? There's some that let you and some that don't. So if yours allows it, would you mind doing that for me? I don't know where else to send it. Hey Marie, hey Kim Vogel, Cynthia, thank you so much. You're so good about that. Thank you, Debbie, spreading the grace. Cheryl, good morning. Good afternoon to us in Central and Eastern, right? Okay, guys, so here's what we're going to do with this one. Thank you guys for sprinkling. First, we're going to paint the base. This is a little wood box that I got at Dollar Tree. You can find these on Amazon. You can look at Dollar Tree, places like that. They come in all shapes and sizes. You might also look at Michael's. This is at least a year old. I've got several of these on my shelf, and I like to use them for all kind of things. But they're great for like a little shadow box. If you're going to make some type of mini ornament, then you would just drill a couple of holes here and here. This one, I drilled holes before I painted it up here at the top so I could put my wire through. And let me show you. You can see that. So you just put your wire through and bend it so that it won't come back through the other end. And that's all you do to be able to hang it on a tree. But this one I thought I would just make a little shelf sitter. So no drilling or anything today. Thank you for sprinkling, guys. Hey, Diana. So the first thing you're going to do is paint the base. And I'm going to show you step by step what we need to do to get this ready. Now, a lot of it will be covered, but that's okay. You still need to, get the base painted kind of in matching colors to what you're going to be using. So if you're going to use red fabric, then you might want to paint the top red. This one, since I used this peach pink color, I did paint the top with that color, all around the top. So it just kind of helps look normal when you see it from the side. Hey Brooke, good morning or afternoon to you. So let's get started. And on these little crafts like this, I don't typically use my wood sealer. You'll use just a little bit more paint if you don't use a wood sealer, but this is so small. And I typically don't even use these every year. So I make them and then, usually doing something different the next year. But if you want to keep this and use it year to year or give it as a gift, you might want to start putting a wood sealer down first before you paint. But like I said, for something small and inexpensive, just a cute little ornament, I don't usually do that step. But it will help your paint go further and give you a nice smooth surface. But I did take a little sander and just kind of gave this a light sanding, because when you get it from Dollar Tree or Michael's, they're not going to be super well sanded. I'm doing good, Brookie. How are you today? Brooke, I don't know if you know any of the groups that we're allowed to sprinkle to. I was going to do that, and I can't see the rules, so I wasn't sure which ones we're allowed to. But that would help us, I know, if anybody does know. Okay, so let me just dry this real fast, and then we're going to go to the next step. How's everybody's week been? I feel like it's kind of gone fast. We're already at our pre-Thursday, or pre-Friday. That's what I call Thursday. Hi, Sydney. How are you today? How's it going in your neck of the woods? Okay, for his face, I'm going to put out a little warm beige. Oh, I did. I put out warm beige. I'm going to actually put a tiny... Thank you, Brookie. You're awesome. I'm going to put a tiny bit of raw sienna, or you can use honey. I use honey a lot. I'm just really low of it. So to get a face color, I won't need very much of that. But that and this little tan color mixed together till you get a face color that you like. And then we're just going to put a little face on him. And I'm just eyeballing it, just eyeball it. This is super fun. It doesn't have to be perfect, of course. And easy. Hi, Kim. Hi, Debbie. I am glad. It's a hot day. Yes, here too. I'm in South Fort Worth, guys, so it's definitely hot in Texas. Tell us what it is where you live. I guess it's just this way everywhere. So that's all we need for that little face. Believe it or not, simple, simple. And I'm using this red and white fabric today up here, so I don't really need to paint the top. Not much of that's going to show, so I'm good. So that's all I need to do for that face and that kind of thing. Now for his beard, I am going to put out a little, let's say gray. I started to say we could make it a little brown color, but I'm going to do gray. 92, it feels like 98. Yes. 105. I haven't checked ours, but it should be around that too. Somewhere in the 10 somethings. So I'm going to put out a little bit of black. You don't need much, just a dot. It's nice in your room. I know you can't go outside hardly. I mean, it just really drains you, right? So pull a little of that white with just a touch of the black. Doesn't take a lot to overpower it, so I kind of go slow, and I can always add more. That's just the best way. 92 in Louisiana, but feels like 102. Marie, how are you doing? I'm glad to see you live. Sorry about the heat. It just really is no fun. Thank you, Christy. You're amazing. Okay, so I'm taking that gray, and I am going to put some kind of all around his face. And I will do a beard, even though most of it you won't be able to see, but I'm going to show you. 88. Ooh, 88 sounds nice, though. 109. Oh, my gosh, that's awful. So we're just going to kind of feather it around his face as if it was just, We are going to go over it with white, so don't worry. And I am going to do a mustache here, so a big bump and then bring it out. Bump, bring it back. Bump, bring it out, and bring it back. And then we're just putting in some swipes in our beard. Like I said, this part is really going to be covered. But just in case it shows a little or somebody comes up close to look at it, it gives a little something, something, you know. And then taking my white and just kind of coming on top and letting those kind of blend in. But like I said, most of this will not show. I'll hold up this other one to kind of let you see what I'm talking about. So see, he is painted under here. So if somebody lifts it up and looks, they'll see, but otherwise you don't know. You know, it's really just not going to show. Okay. And if he's a little wonky, let's take a look. It's not too bad, but you know, if he's a little wonky, that's okay. Hi, Janice. Hope you're having a good day too. I am. Thank you. Hey, Mitzi from South Carolina. 74, Brooke. That is fantastic. Oh, I think I would be outside. Staying in where it's cool for sure. Oh, Vicky, horrible humidity. Hi, Tina. I love your little Texas. Hi, Arla. Glad y'all are here. It's so much funner with friends. Let's go ahead and do some eyes and nose. So for his nose, if you'll just take a little wood bead, I'm sure we all have these little wood beads. And what I do is I kind of score it. So I will take these little plier things and kind of just, see, I'm not biting through, I'm just scoring it. And then I'm going to come across and try to do it about exactly the same spot and do the same thing, just kind of score it. And then turn it and do the same on this side. This is how I have gotten the most even cut. It's never going to be perfect, but I don't mind it not being perfect. But this does help. So if you just kind of score it, and then you can kind of start going deeper once you get all 4 sides done. Kind of just chip at it. And then when you make a final break, it should chip in half fairly neatly. So see, you get a fairly neat little half bead there. And this is if you don't have any half beads, which I don't. I have large ones, but not this size, which is what I need. And if it's rough anywhere, you can take a little sanding block and just sand it down. I already did one so that y'all didn't have to hear that sound, if I can find it. Yeah. Well, is that it? Yeah, I think that's the one I did. Okay, so we're good to go on that. Should be outside. Oh, well, you know what? I think it'll help you feel better. So I challenge you to go sit out. Try 5 minutes. 5 minutes. And then if you're miserable, come back in. But I think being outside in nature, it so helps me. Thank you, Bonnie, for sprinkling. I appreciate it. You went to the beach. Oh, Janice, that's awesome. Hi, Mary. Ocean Breeze and Me is here. Mary, thank you so much for sprinkling me. Okay, so let's do a couple of eyes. We've got our black. We don't need hardly any. I'm going to take a small brush and just grab some of that black and do a couple of eyes. I think I'm going to do them a little closer than I did my example yesterday. Kind of got them a little too far apart for me. Just a couple of little kind of ovals. Like so. Now, I do paint the nose even though it's going to be covered up with a bead. And I'll show you how, because some people might want to just keep this painted and not even do all the fur stuff on it. So I would do the same thing, kind of take that beige color that we had on our palette and then a little bit of this honey brown or whatever brown you've got. Just make it a little darker than his face. So darker than that face color. And then just make a little, kind of a little round-ish right here above the mustache. That's not quite dark enough, is it? I want it a little darker than, now mine's not going to show because I am going to put a bead over it, but that's all you do for that. And then I need a little pink for his mouth. So let's grab a pink. I'm grabbing the first one I see, which is Royal Fuchsia, but any pink will work. If you have a really light pink, that's probably even better. And I'm going to grab a little brush. So take a little bit of that pink with some white, lighten it up. We don't want his mouth to be like fuchsia. And then we're just going to do a little, so see our nose shape was kind of a curve. It's basically the same thing, but on this side. So just a little curved. Let me hold this up so y'all can see even better. So just a little curve to it right here. And that's really all you need on the mouth. I told y'all my trick for if you don't have a really tiny detail brush, then use a toothpick to put that little dot in their eye. But if you've got a small detail brush, that will do the trick. So just get a little white on the tip, and I kind of do a little elongated like that, and then a dot there. Now we can let this dry. Oh, eyebrows. Almost forgot his eyebrows. He looks a little, hi Nelda. Thanks Dolores. Oh, thanks Bonnie. He looks a little plain without them, and I didn't even think. So I'm going to, again, mix up a little more to make some more gray. We're going to have the base of his eyebrows gray, and we'll go on top of it with white. So just take your detail brush and start making little wispies. You know, I think his would be unruly, so you can do them pretty, you know, pretty wild if you want. Give him a little character. So don't make them too even. Have them kind of long and scraggly if you want. Like that. And then we'll go right over it with white. And I'm making some of these a little shorter so that some of that gray will show. I think y'all can see what I'm doing there. Like that. Okay. Let's give his nose a little highlight. That's actually a lot. Let me clean that off so it's not gray. I'm going to take some of that white and mix it with what's left of this tan color and give him a little highlight across the top of his nose. Like so. Okay, now we're going to let him dry while we go on and do our other prep. So what I want to do, I'm going to use this for his hat. I've got a little star I'm going to put on his hat, and just like this one, can y'all see this one? I just painted it and then put diamond dust on it. So we're going to do the same with this one. Do we want red? Let's do, you could do any color really, red or green. Let's do a green star because that will give it a pop of green. Hi Tamara, how are you today? Running late, we'll watch the replay. Michaela's home now from her. Oh, good. Levita, keep us posted, and I hope she does really well. You're a good mama. Thank you so much for the stars. So just paint your little star green. I do have a photo on my Amazon storefront, and if you click on the photo, it shows you every supply I'm using. Now, I don't know, I don't think I put the green paint or anything like that, but I do have everything else. And I have some of the paint on there. So there's our little star. We'll set him aside. Set that aside. Set the paint aside, not get in my way. Okay, now I want to show you how I do this beard. And I found kind of a cool way that works best for me. Where's the scissors? I don't always have trouble finding my scissors. There they are. They were right where they were supposed to be. So I take a piece of paper and cut a little strip. I'll show y'all. This is just any kind of like copy paper, anything that you have, copy paper or junk mail, an envelope, anything. That's all you need to start is a little strip of paper. Probably doesn't have to be quite so wide. Okay. And then we're going to take a mop. I got a mop at Dollar Tree a long time ago, and this is all the scraps I have left from I made a gnome with it, so I'm using these scraps. And I've got my hot glue gun here, and you're going to fold over your little piece. There's no need to measure, but if you want to make them, about exact, you can. But, some are longer or shorter, it doesn't really matter. It's whimsical. Mom used toothpicks for eye. Yes, that's right, Debbie. It's a great little trick that people don't think about sometimes. So take that hot glue, or any kind of glue, whatever glue you want to use. If you're doing this with kids, then obviously you don't want to use hot glue. But I'll just put a little bit. You can't do very much at a time or it'll dry on you. But put a little bit, and then you're taking that, folding it over, and pressing it down. And so I got to kind of go fast or it's going to dry on me. And I try to smudge them together as close as I can. Just really want them to be close together. Just, if you use hot glue, watch your fingers, obviously, because that is a big dollop of fire hot glue there. Oh, Carol, you're so sweet. Well, you saw how easy it is, so you can do it too. I really like to show y'all how simple things like this can be. And you just go across this whole entire piece of paper, right? And scrunch them together as much as you can. So I'm trying to get real close together on these. Y'all are quiet today. Anybody have anything they're looking forward to this weekend? Or just this summer, the rest of the summer? Today marks a year since I got the call. Oh, Tamara. Did she survive? You see, I'm kind of holding and working with my other hand because you just got to be fast if you're going to use hot glue. Oh, that's awesome, Carol. 15. I bet he's ready to drive. So is he going to be doing driver's ed soon? Our son couldn't wait to drive. Our daughter didn't care really. We had just moved to the Metroplex from a small town when she was 15, and she wasn't excited to drive in this traffic, I'll tell you. Oh, hey Liz, glad you popped in. She's not ready to see. Mine wasn't either. Yeah, it's a little overwhelming for some of them. And that's fine with me, right? You know, like let them keep maturing, and I would cut out articles, or at least show my son articles when he was driving. Tell him, you know, did you know this happened? Did you know? Just trying to always make them think. But, you know, teenagers don't think anything's going to happen to them. Okay, let's see if we got enough here. So now you've got it all kind of on this little piece of paper. This one's coming undone. I'm going to glue it back. Right, Laveda? Hi, Jeanette. Oh, I'm good. I'm glad you did. Hi, Monica. Bless you, sister. She did. Oh, Tamara, how sad. I'm sorry. So we're going to take that beard and bring it, whoops, right underneath his mustache. And then all you have to do is glue that on, that little strip of paper. And it's really not going to show, but you can take your scissors and trim it, which is what I did on my other one. I just kind of went along and trimmed any extra that I see. You know, just kind of go down. And if you guys have a better way, go for it. You can glue it directly to the wood, but I thought this was a pretty easy way to kind of just do it all in a strip like that. So let's see, it's good and dry. Just going to put a dollop of glue right underneath that mustache. And then press. Hi, Lori. Oh, don't rub it in, my friend. Boy, we need a pool here for sure. It's too hot to do anything but swim. Have you taught your grandkids to swim, or do they just take lessons, or what? I know you did, Mary. I remember you telling us to pray for the husband, and he was on my list. Okay, then for the mustache, I just took, well, for this I use chiffon. So if you use chiffon and do like something more romantic or sweet like this one, I took it and cut it right here, and then cut this 4 times. So I did one cut up the middle, and then again over here, and again over here. And then did the same process. So I would take this strip, and obviously it's cut all the way up, and then glue that strip on, glue the next strip on, like that. So same process, just different materials here. But for the mustache, I'm gonna just lay these across how I want them. These are all just scraps from a mop. So get you a mop at the Dollar Tree. Or use fabric or ribbon, sari silk, whatever you have. You know, that's what I do. I use what I have. Kind of look around and think, oh, well, that would make a cute mustache. So there's that, right? We just need to pinch it together and glue it. And I tried tying it, and I didn't like it because you could see the little knot. So I'm literally just going to glue these together. So if you have a finger protector, that's probably smart. I'm going to be real careful and just kind of pinch those together. Oh, thanks, Monica. Monica won the one we made Tuesday, right? We have done a Christmas in July craft all month, or art or something, And this is what we did Tuesday, and she won it. So if you're not on my Telegram, that's how she won. I sent out a challenge on Telegram, and she won. So this is what is coming her way, and it's so appropriate this week anyway. Okay, let's do one more. Well, 3 might be good. Let's just take a look. Let's take a look. We don't want it to overpower and be crazy. Kind of like that. Okay, so then we're going to kind of just press that down right on top of, maybe I want 5. Let me look one more time. Hold please. Hold please. Maybe better with it even thicker. I'm going to take a look here. I do like 5. We're going to make that one thicker, so let's add 2 more to it. So by just gluing these to each other, I won't have that, you know, like wrap in the middle, and I think that looks kind of good. Thank you, Monica. Hi, Sherry. Glad you're here. Her husband was there with you, Mary? Good. He is definitely going to need that. And, you know, what I hear over and over is when people, you know, kind of move on and they go back to their busy lives, and then the spouse is alone and hurting. And so I know you're going to be so good for him, and hopefully others will too. It takes a village, doesn't it? Okay, let's glue that down. So just put a dollop right there in the center. And glue that right on top. Now see, you know, I went ahead and painted it, so if somebody lifts it, they'll see. Or if you don't want to go to all this trouble, you can just leave it painted. There's that. And then we do have a little tiny nose here. Can y'all see it? But I am fixing to glue this right on top. So sort of like a little gnome nose. We're just going to glue that down. That is going to be cute. What kind of glue would you guys use if you had kids or grandkids that were going to do this? Because, you know, sometimes the glues that you use for them don't work real good on things like this. Hot glue is just the best for grabbing hold of things. So what would y'all be using? Thanks, Laveda. Yes, Cynthia, you didn't know that? Girl, I've been doing that for a long time, and sometimes people don't see it, and so it goes unclaimed. But for the most part, most people have claimed them. I haven't had many that go unnoticed. I've been doing that for a long time. I'm behind too. I've got like 3 weeks to mail out, but they eventually get them. Okay. Let's do the little hat, and then we're going to do some glasses. Pretty cute. So for the little hat, I just have a little square of fabric. Just look and see what you have. Sometimes I will cut off old pajamas. So like pajama pants that no longer fit or something, I'll cut the legs off and use that fabric. So almost did that, but I'm going to use this red and white because I think it's super cute and bright and happy. So all you do is just take a little square or rectangle of it and just kind of work with it till you kind of see where you want to put it. Oh, that's got a little paint on it. Let's cut that off. Well, we can turn it this way because that probably will get cut off. And then we know we want most of that covered. So that's uneven. I'm going to have to cut. Hold please while I use these squeaky scissors. You like the fabric, Monica? I think this is a really happy fabric. I think I originally bought it for July 4th, but it's super cute for Christmas too. Okay, so now kind of put that where you want it. We're just going to hot glue this back around. So I'm just kind of holding it there to get this part situated. No sewing, guys. We're not taking the sewing machine out. And then we'll just do this. So I know I like it like this, so I'm going to turn it around and we're going to glue it down. Now you can cut off any extra if you want to, but I'm just going to glue it down. Just be careful of your fingers. Seeing if y'all had any ideas on glue for kids. Oh, maybe even 6,000. I would never use that stuff in front of kids. E6000 is actually really dangerous to breathe in. I don't even use it. I try not to use it. If I do, I use it outside. The cool glue guns are great. Okay, good. Fabri-Tac, yeah, it just doesn't glue fast enough. Quick and Thick, I don't know about Quick and Thick, do I? Thanks, Vicki. So is Quick and Thick, what is that? It sounds like something I know about, but I don't think it is. I'm thinking of something else that's not quite called that, but something similar. Let's just see if we got that. So I am going to cut off a little of that where it's just way too long. If you're not following Tamara with Tamara's Designs, please do. She has so many good things on her page and in her group. It's a free group. Just join it. Thanks, Carol. Okay, that's funny. And then just bring it over to the side, right? Just bring it over to the side. That is so cute. It reminds me of a little night hat, you know, like you'd see him wear in the old days or something. Okay. And then I am going to kind of tie this up with something. So let me see. Maybe a strip of this. I mean, it really doesn't matter what we tie that with. But I might use, I'll use a strip of this. I love this frayed edge. Stick fast. You can't use that with kids though. They would definitely glue their fingers together. So I'm going to kind of fray up this. Make it all frayed looking. And tie this with it. And then I glued my hat down kind of to keep it where I wanted it. So let's just kind of play with it, see where you like it, and then we'll glue it down. They don't get hot enough to burn. That's really good. Oh, that's cute. Okay, so we'll take it like this, and I'm going to glue just a dot there, here, and that kind of holds it there and keeps the hat kind of where I like it. These would be cute for teacher gifts, or if you have a neighbor, or just, you know, somebody. I mean, they would literally cost you $1 or $2 to make. And you could even put them on tables if you have a little get-together. We are going to put our little star on. I think we should put some diamond dust on it, even though it's green. Let's add some diamond dust. Just a dot of Mod Podge on here. We got to have that little magical sparkle, right? You love him? He's so cute and so easy. Oh, that's cute. We're going to pop that right on top of that. Oh, glasses. I almost forgot his glasses. Okay. Now, the glasses are so cute to make. Let me move this out of my way. So if you want black glasses and you don't have black wire, find what you do have. I don't even know what this is, but I bought it at Dollar Tree once when it was on sale. Actually, was it Dollar Tree or Dollar General? I can't remember where I found this. But it's like a wire in here, but it's wrapped in this paper raffia stuff. So when I saw it, I was like, this is the perfect size and weight. But I wanted it black. So I just painted a little bit of it black. And there you go. That's what I used for these. On these, we could do red. You could do silver. But painting silver wire, you're not going to get a good result. So if you have something like this, that would be great. Yes, we're going to do. I'll use this red. So you get a little piece of it. Try to get it kind of straight. I always have to cut a little more than I'm going to need because it just takes a little bit. And find something like a pencil that you can bend it around to get that kind of shape. So I go about to the middle and just kind of bend it around something to get a circle. That's not going to be big enough. Let's grab a pencil. So let's get that round shape. And then you do the same with this side. Now, you kind of have to play with it a little. And actually, I did bring them both on the same side. So let me move this wire to the underside. So they're both going the same way. Kind of like, you're making a bow or something. And then you just kind of have to play with it to get it into little round circles. This is thick wire, so it's not easy to bend. This one that I used was very, very easy and pliable. I had no problem. Fashionable Santa. Yeah. Don't see. Oh, there they are. This may help me if I can do it without really tearing up the wire. It's hard to get that in a circle because it is not easy to bend. And then I cut kind of right there on both and kind of let them I think I'm going to end up using the black because that is just not going to bend the way I need it to. But hopefully you get the idea. So if you have some wire or something that you can make it bend easier. But let's show you on this one. So see how that bends around with no problem? That's what you need. You need some, thinner wire that will do what you want it to. And then just kind of play to get the right size. When you get about the right size, we can test it. Made them a tiny bit smaller. Yep. And then cut off your extra pieces. And then we'll paint that black. Won't take 2 seconds. He said that, that's right. Yes, these are going to cost him a pretty penny because I am hand making them. But you see how sometimes it's easier to make what you need rather than try to make that red wire work? I was like, okay, that's not bending very well. So it does need to be some pretty flexible wire to get it to do what you want. Christy, thank you. I looked up right as that popped up. Okay. I'm going to dry it so I can put it right back on. What gauge is that brown wire? I have no idea. It's not marked. And now, the more I'm thinking of it, I might have got this at Temu. I just don't remember. It's been in my cabinet for a long time, and honestly, I thought I got it at Dollar Tree, but then the more I thought, I'm like, I don't know that I did. Because it wasn't in a package. It was just like this in my cabinet. So honestly, I just don't know. But it is very thin, so it's probably, you know that wire that they do have at the Dollar Tree? It's probably this. Wait, I've got another one. This is it. Hobby Lobby, I think. Yeah, this is Hobby Lobby. Okay, guys, we're in business. So, covered wire, it doesn't say the gauge, but it is very thin, so it's probably this covered in the paper. And here is a little tag. I don't know if you would be able to find it by putting that number in, 5188412, into Hobby Lobby. But it says 2016, so I've probably had it for a while. Hence why I don't remember where I got it. I'm going to put another dollop of glue on that nose. It's hanging on, but we don't want it to move around. I'm going to kind of put that down a little lower. And his glasses will sit right on top. How cute. I love the little glasses. And I just put a little tiny bit of glue on the back. Hi, Inez. You're new. Oh, I'm so glad you did too. Welcome. We have a sweet bunch of people that watch. So be sure and follow so you can find us again. Just little dots to hold it down. You know, it's not going to take much. And it's just going to be a little shelf sitter. So just pop those down. And we're in business. Then if you need to fill in, like I would probably fill in his hair just a little more. Oh, and let's put some fur right there or something. So I'm going to grab a brush and just add little bits of detail here on the side. I think he could use a little more. See how they're kind of going every which way. Don't y'all picture Santa as a little disheveled? I mean, dealing with kids all day, every day. Okay, that's that. What else was I going to do? Oh, the little fur. So something to go around. I have some muslin, which is what I used on this little guy. But anything you have, you know, I do have some fur. I just think this is kind of an old-fashioned look. So when I saw my muslin, I was like, that would be so cute. I'm going to use that. So that's what we'll do. Just cut a little strip off. You can even cut it rough and roll it up. I mean, just whatever you want to do. Just cutting about 1 inch. Thank you, Christy. Aw, thanks, Michelle. Well, I think they're super cute and fun to make, and you know, we're all kids at heart. So if you work in a workplace, people would love to have one on their desk, or if you have grandkids, make them each one. You could do them a little different so that they know which one's theirs. If you have college kids, make them one with fabric from their college. So their hat would be Texas A&M, of course. No, I'm teasing. Whatever college they're at. And, you know, just get creative with it. Elderly people, trust me, my mother became like a child the last year. So things that, you know, she used to would have thought were silly and for kids, she loved. So, you know, take your elderly neighbor or somebody in a nursing home one. Just pulling some threads out, y'all, and I'm not having an easy time here, but trying to make it look a little tattered. Yeah, yes, he would, right? That's my thinking. Kids crying because they didn't get what they asked for. Okay, so then we'll just kind of put that and then turn it down to where you've got 2 rows of the disheveled fabric here, and just glue that down right on top. Now, if you're a seamstress, you can definitely sew and make this super cute, but not for me. Not for me. This is very thin fabric, so use your finger protector. I didn't put enough to hurt me. Hi, Vicky. Okay. I'll make a fast video too. I like to make those fast ones, and then you can see if you like the craft, and if you do, then you can go watch the whole one, you know. But I do appreciate you guys watching my replays, and when you put hashtag replay, I can thank you, because Facebook does want all that engagement, and they did kind of tell me, oh, good job, you got more engagement recently. So I'm trying to do better. I did hit 16,000 yesterday, guys. I kind of quit. You know, I feel like every time we turn around, we're going, hey, I hit this number. And for me, it's just not about numbers. I mean, I am grateful for the 50 people we have here today. So, I don't know. I didn't say anything, but I am happy. It's fun seeing the numbers go up and knowing that at least at some point people liked it enough to follow. So thank you guys for sharing me out and all the things you've done to help me grow. And it just encourages me to keep on doing this, you know, because sometimes you wonder. Oh, thank y'all. Thank you, Brenda. So look how cute that little ruffly edge is on the muslin, just by pulling out strands and making it kind of fun like that. Okay, so that is that. Easy peasy. And you got a cute little shelf sitter. So which style are y'all liking more? This is the pink one I'm going to use as an ornament. So I did drill holes through the top of this and put my wire through, and used the chiffon ribbon on him. And then this is just a mop from the Dollar Tree. I like to keep it, you know, kind of imperfect, so I might trim it up a little, but I kind of like his beard to be pretty scraggly on the old world kind of looking Santas. Let's see what time it is. It's 1. Well, we'll do our ATC card next time. I want to do one of those for you guys. And in my private group, we're about to do some ATC exchanging. So that will be fun. I think a lot of people are doing it now, and we've done it before, and it is a lot of fun to get them from all over the country, and you get one in the mail, and it's really fun. So I tell you what, let me see if I have that to give you guys. I think I do. Let's see, Deb. I do. Okay, 1 second. I'm going to show you. So if you are wanting to make this craft that I just did, and you want to see all of the supplies, there is the link. It'll be the link for this one because I had my photo done and I just uploaded it to my Amazon storefront, and it's got all the supplies I used on this. And then this one, the only difference is dollar store mop as opposed to the chiffon. But thank y'all for being here, and I appreciate everybody who shared and commented and gave hearts. I appreciate it, and stars. Thank y'all. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks, Lori. Thanks, everybody. You guys have a good day, and I will see you tomorrow, same time, same place. Bye, guys.